In this video, you'll be learning about this topic.
How about the inflation piece in this? How does that work? One thing that we do like, not to give you too much pushback whenever I'm saying this, but one of the things that we do like in stock investing is that it's quote-unquote inflation proof, at least to some extent. How does that work in real estate? Is that a fixed payment, or is it just all about fixed payment, you say your tenants, or is it something you always figure out? Is it adjusted compared to a CPI index? Like, how do you guard against inflation? I know a lot of people out there are probably sitting there thinking, well, we don't have any inflation. Why is this relevant? If you enter the 70s or 80s thinking, we have no inflation, it's not relevant, let's just fix all payments the next 100 years, you're probably going to regret that decision. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that, guys.
I don't know that there is a better investment vehicle than real estate when it comes to inflation. In fact, personally, 99% of the reason why I invest in real estate is because I am banking on inflation. We live in America. The American government or economy has shown they will consistently print more money whenever we are facing a recession. Money's becoming worth less. You have to be investing it just to stay even. And real estate is, at every single angle, Stig, it benefits you when there's inflation. So let me give you an example of someone who wants to go buy a $120,000 house and put, say, $20,000 down. If you borrow $100,000 to buy an investment property, your payment with taxes, insurance, mortgage, all of it at 4% will be less than $600. You're probably right around $575 a month. Your rent could be in the $700 to $800 a month right off the bat. So the first way that you've now benefited is your risk is very low. Most people investing money can afford, if they don't get a payment coming in, $575 a month. That's your worst case scenario. If your asset for some reason drops in price and it goes from 120 down to 60, it doesn't matter because your rent is still coming in. You just wait. You're actually still making money every month. It's like a stock that pays dividends regardless of what the value of the stock is. If you can hold on long enough, it will come back up, especially with inflation. When prices go up, if that property goes up from 120 to 140, that's only an increase of, what would that be, like 15%, 10% or so. But the money you made on your investment, which was, say, $20,000, is 100 times increase. That leverage really helps you, and that payment is locked in for 30 years at 4%, regardless of what happens with inflation. So you've won right there. Every year as inflation occurs, rents go up. We typically have 1-year leases. So that you made $700 the first year, the next year is $750, then $800, then $875. And your payment stays at that $575 to $600 number every single year. This is looking better and better for you, while your property is also appreciating. This is one of the reasons that I love investing in real estate. Is I tell people, you don't got to be smart. You just have to be able to hold on for a long time. It's like putting a buoy in the water and then the tide will rise. That as inflation occurs and everything becomes more expensive, your payment is locked in for the 30 years you have it until then you can refinance it again if you need to. But you choose if you want to refinance it. We tend to look at that like that's risky. You're refinancing, you're pulling money out, you could lose it. Well, if your rents have gone up to $1,200 a month and your payment is $600, you can refinance and push your payment up to $900 and you're still in the clear $300 a month. So there's so many ways that real estate protects you because of inflation. It's one of the reasons that I'm hugely bullish on why more people should be owning it. If you're not owning real estate and you're just banking on your savings to get you through, you're going to see that get wiped out. You can't control what the government does. You can just control how you invest the money that you've got.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next podcast episode and new investing resources.
What are your takeaways and thoughts on this discussion? Let us know in the comments section below.